Imagine for a second that something at home broke and you needed a replacement right away. Now, instead of ordering something online or rushing to the store to buy something that has been shipped halfway across the globe, imagine you could head down the street to a local shop and quickly and cheaply make a replacement. Hello, my name is Daina, and I want to be part in making something like this possible. And such a future is becoming within reach because of advances in 3D printing. 3D printing makes it easy to make whatever you want, wherever you want it. There are even a few local shops in the lower mainland that already specialize in 3D printing. And the list of things to print may have started off small, but has now grown and grown to include much more complex things, even things such as electronics. And I, for one, think it would be amazing if you could print small electronics locally without the need to import things from far abroad. But there's just one little thing that we need to keep in mind, and that's the cost. The printing of electronics, it needs silver. Silver makes up the wires that connect everything together. And sure, there are cheaper materials that would work, but they're like that thin metal wire inside an incandescent light bulb. They tend to get hot. Silver, on the other hand, it's much better at staying cool, but it's not cheap. This is where my research is centered. I want to make printing cheaper by reducing the amount of silver needed for each print. Now imagine that we didn't need a solid wire of silver. Imagine instead that only the outer shell of the wire was silver. And so for my work, I set about making this possible. I designed a 3D printing nozzle that would take two inputs, silver paste and print plastic surrounded by silver. And by my calculations, doing this would use about a third less material. And more so importantly, these wires worked. But I didn't stop there. I wasn't satisfied. I wanted to do something a little bit more challenging and interesting. And so I made coils of wires, which could be used for wireless charging. These coils are what you might already have in your phone, and they're great because they can be used to transfer electricity between two things. And so you wouldn't ever need to swap out a battery. Such coils are important parts already in many electronic systems. And overall, the results of my work show that my printed wires and coils would work just as well as ones printed from solid silver, but I confess we aren't quite done yet. My math also shows that we could probably go a little bit farther and save even more material. But overall, with my research, I add to the growing movement towards expanding what is possible with 3D printing. And with every day, we inch just a little bit closer toward a future where you can print anything locally, easily, and more importantly, cheaply. In such a future, what would you make? Thank you.